Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to the Cornell 2020 Annual Emerging Markets Institute Conference. 10 years that changed emerging markets. This decade has been transformational for emerging markets. Their economies have grown, poverty levels have gone down, and in some cases, extreme poverty has been eradicated. On the business side, companies from emerging markets, mainly from China and Korea, but also from India, Mexico, or Brazil, have become major global players. On the innovation front, emerging markets have increased patent applications and investments in research and development. EMI was created at Johnson in 2010 in the aftermath of the global financial crises. A decade later, in 2020, emerging markets are faced with yet another global crisis, and this is an opportune moment for the EMI annual conference to explore how emerging markets will not just cope with the COVID-19 crisis, but also, hopefully, emerge stronger to shape the global future. This year's conference celebrates the Institute's 10th anniversary and focuses on the achievements of emerging markets over the last 10 years. I'll now pass it on to Mumuksha.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mumuksha Kicha, and I'm the project manager at the Emerging Markets Institute at Johnson at Cornell University. Moving ahead with the agenda, I want to take this opportunity to invite Dean Halleck to give opening remarks. Dean Halleck is the Dean and Professor of Strategy and Business Economics at the Cornell S.C. Johnson College of Business and the Joseph R. Rich A.T. Professor of Economics and Human Resource Studies and founding director of the Institute for Compensation Studies in the ILR School at Cornell University. Dean Halleck, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, and thanks to all of you for being here. I hope you are all safe and well. On behalf of the Cornell S.C. Johnson College of Business, I want to welcome you all to the 10th Annual Emerging Markets Institute Conference. I'm grateful to be here with you today. It was 10 years ago that Professors Andrew Caroli and Yaru Chen founded the EMI to be a catalyst for the Johnson Graduate School of Management to globalize the school's research, teaching, and outreach mission, and began holding this conference as a key engagement event for the Institute. Under the stewardship of Lourdes Casanova, this conference blossomed to draw expert speakers from many industries and the policy world. And it's become a signature event for all those who think and care about doing business in and with emerging markets. The EMI fellows, current and alumni, are an integral part of this conference and lead the case competition across business schools from around the world and have a new pitch competition this year. None of this could have happened without the constant support of alumni leaders, such as Rob Cañizares, Nell Katie Cruz, Bob Staley, and Henry Renard, among many others. We are very grateful for your support. Congratulations to Andrew, to Yaru, and to Lourdes, who saw the vision for EMI, and all others who supported them along the way. Please join me in celebrating this important anniversary and thanking our colleagues for their tireless efforts on behalf of the EMI. This year's conference theme is about building bridges and encouraging dialogue. As we all know, COVID-19 has had a disruptive effect all over the world. It has fundamentally disrupted trade and capital flows to and among emerging markets. Many have died and become sick from the illness. Lourdes and the conference leaders are effectively showing that dialogue can be critically important to bridge the emerging markets to the world that follow this pandemic and economic crisis. I agree that building bridges and encouraging dialogue is very important now more than ever. It's a particularly challenging time in our society. We are facing a pandemic that has touched every single corner of the globe. There are 49.5 million cases of COVID-19 worldwide, and there have been 1.22 million recorded deaths. In the US alone, we've seen nearly 9.5 million cases and 234,000 deaths. And we're still counting votes from one of the most contentious presidential elections in our country's history. During this unprecedented time in our society, we must continue to push ourselves to collaborate and innovate together, to build community, and to share with each other so that we may generate solutions. And this conference is a perfect example of that. At the Cornell SC Johnson College of Business, we strive to do those very things every day. We're made up of 3 exceptional schools: the Dyson School of Applied Economics and Management, the School of Hotel Administration, and the Johnson Graduate School of Management. Each of these schools has amazing students, staff, faculty, and alumni. We have 7 academic areas that enable faculty to work and innovate together, targeting disciplines across our schools. So our faculty are in one of the 3 schools, but they are also in one of the 7 cross-school areas. These are accounting, applied economics and policy, finance, operations, technology and information management, marketing and management communication, finance, and strategy and business economics. These are extremely helpful in hiring and retaining faculty, and I'm excited about the opportunities our faculty have to teach their expertise in their school and in the other colleges, the other schools in the college. We also have an amazing set of centers and institutes, including, of course, the signature Emerging Markets Institute. These centers and institutes help to connect our world-class faculty and staff with industry, with policymakers, and society. They produce cutting-edge, relevant research that's having real-world impact on industry, and in some cases, helping business leaders adapt and transform during the crises that our society currently faces. We've started some exciting new cross-college collaborations, including our FinTech initiative, and we're continuing to invest in interdisciplinary themes across the college, including the most recent emerging markets theme that Lourdes and several of her colleagues are leading, and it was just launched this past September. We are also continuing to focus on and excel in creating an excellent student experience. Our students continue to have their unique school home while having all of the resources and opportunities of a large, great college. We have an amazing student services team with staff who are dedicated to ensuring that our students have the resources they need to be successful. And we have an amazing career services team that is well connected with employers and recruiters and continues to start our graduates on wonderful careers. While it's sometimes hard to think about the future, given all of the challenges in front of us, we are challenging ourselves to think far ahead and collaborate and innovate to propel us forward. Our goal is to be in every conversation whenever anyone talks about the most outstanding business colleges in the world. We're poised to succeed given the diversity of our programs, our locations in Ithaca, in New York City, and online, the depth and breadth in our faculty research and teaching, our emphasis on and our authenticity at the intersection of people, business, and technology, and our real-world impact and links to alumni and businesses everywhere. I'm confident that if we continue to build bridges and encourage dialogue, just like in this conference, we will achieve great things. In closing, I truly appreciate you all being here today from all over the world. Thanks again, and congratulations to the Emerging Markets Institute for 10 amazing years. I'm grateful that you're part of the Cornell SC Johnson College of Business, and I look forward to the next 10 years together. I wish you all the very best for a successful conference. Thanks again for being here and for your continued support of the EMI. I hope you stay safe and well.
Thank you, Dean Hollick. We appreciate you and your leadership.